In this video, I'm going to be talking about what is a Linux library. So, in your Linux journey, you're going to come across libraries, right? You're going to hear people talking about libraries. What is a Linux library? A Linux library is a collection of pre-compiled pieces of code called functions. The library contains common functions, and together they form a package called a library. Functions are blocks of code that get reused throughout the program. Using the pieces of code again in a program saves time. It keeps the programmer from rewriting the code several times. For programmers, libraries provide reusable functions, data structures, classes, and so forth. So basically, what does that mean? When I first read this didn't make any sense to me. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Right? Basically, a Linux library, a code library, is like support code. It's pre-written code designed to accomplish a certain function that a developer can just take and implement to their executable program. A code library exists so a coder doesn't have to write code that there is already a pre-made library for. Kind of like how a carpenter doesn't need to go cut down a tree and process the wood for frames of the house he's making, right? The wood is already processed and ready to go. Just like that, a library is a collection of code that is pre-made, pre-written, that the developer can just put into his program easy peasy without having to write it himself, saving on time and energy. It's important. It's important to understand that libraries are not programs. Um, Libraries are not programs themselves. They are pre-made building blocks of programs. And more often than not, when you download a program using a package manager, it downloads the necessary libraries to both create and run the program with it. So it's not libraries are code, but they're not programs. They're the building blocks of programs. If that makes any sense, right? They're the pre-made building blocks that um, that you can use to build your program with. So if a program is like a big Lego set, right? Libraries are bits and pieces of the individual Legos that make that Lego set. So if that makes any sense. And that's my little video for today. If you guys like these videos, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and help the channel out. Appreciate you.